The Outlast Trials releases today. This is the first time we've been able to enter the world of Outlast for a few years, and it's a bit of a different experience. This time you're an unwilling victim of horrifying experiments, and so are your friends. That's right, this time you can outlast each other within the depths of a 60s Murkoff facility. Being the massive horror nerd that I am, I definitely wanted to make some content surrounding the game, but I just couldn't find much info about it. So I just asked. I had a talk with Philippe Morin, co-founder of Red Barrels and game designer for the Outlast series, and asked some of my most burning questions about the game. I also got to play some of it to get a feel for what's in store, so let's dive in and see what I discovered. Firstly, I asked, it's been a few years since the last Outlast game, and the genre has shifted quite a bit. In what ways do the Outlast Trials adapt to the expectations of modern horror gamers? I was told, when we started working on this concept almost 6 years ago, we didn't want to simply redo the Outlast formula. We wanted a new challenge, while still leveraging our brand. Over the years, we noticed a lot of people would play Outlast together, even if only one person could hold the controller, so we started brainstorming how we could evolve Outlast into a co-op experience. What would it be like to go into the asylum with your friends, and work together to survive and make it out alive? Since then, we've basically been iterating on this concept, trying to nail the right balance between horror and gameplay. I then asked, on the flip side, how should longtime series fans go into this new game? What should they expect in comparison to previous titles? And he said, you don't have to play with other people if you prefer to go through the trials alone. It's totally up to players to decide how they want to play and face the challenges. I think in general, playing alone will give you the maximum level of fear, like a classic Outlast experience, but playing with others will be more stressful and filled with moments of panic. We did a lot of playtesting over the years, and every time we had players who preferred to play solo, and others who preferred the co-op experience. It really comes down to personal preference, and the good thing is you can try both. Third, I wondered, this looks to be a very different Outlast game, not just in its structure, but with the major addition of co-op gameplay. How does surviving the horror together change or evolve the Outlast experience? He responded, I think when you play with others, you get a similar vibe to when you go to see a movie in the theater. Hearing the screams of others can enhance the experience. Coming up with strategy together and running to the exit whilst helping a teammate can be very satisfying and exhilarating. But if you prefer to be more immersed in the atmosphere and the fear of having no one to help you out, you can play solo. Some players say they get the best of both worlds when playing in a group of 2. I was also curious about the setting. We haven't seen any other proper Murkoff facilities since Whistleblower in 2014, and this training ground style building looks like a very different place to the asylum of the original Outlast and the aforementioned expansion. What were inspirations on the look of the facility, both within the world of the game and real life? And I was told the game takes place in 1959, back when Murkoff was working with the CIA on the MKUltra project. So it precedes the events of the previous games, but the quest for mind control and behavior modification is the same. The facility is located near Temple Gate in Outlast 2. When you're by the lake, you can see part of it in the distance. Murkoff has constructed heightened life-size models of real-world environments inside huge hangars. They're like movie sets and represent the social world of the trials. They're built to both facilitate the experiments/therapy being inflicted upon the players, and also allow scientists to observe. Robert J. Lifton, who's one of our influences, calls this milieu control as part of the brainwashing process. And finally, I thought I'd ask, can longtime fans expect any callbacks or references to previous games in the series? And I was given the specific example of Rudolf Wernicke, the old scientist we meet near the end of Outlast 1, was much younger in 1959, and he was involved in what was going on at the Signala facility. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to lose my mind over this game in more ways than one. Again, it comes out today, and I know I'll be playing more with pals who are up to the challenge. Have you played the game yet? What do you think? Tell us down below, and whilst you're down there, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the PC Gamer channel for more content just like this.